Dallas, Texas, 16 years ago, the last moments of President John F. Kennedy's life. Here is the first sign of trouble, Kennedy reacting with his hands to something, his wife Jacqueline looking at him, and a man with a raised umbrella standing only yards away. Moments later, 2 bullets slammed into the president from behind. Why is there an open umbrella near the president when this is against Secret Service rules and the temperature in Dallas on November 22, 1963 was 68, skies sunny? And who is holding this umbrella? These questions have been the subject of research and debate for 16 years. Now this man, Robert Cutler, is charging that the man holding the umbrella was part of a conspiracy to kill JFK. Cutler, a Massachusetts architect and Harvard graduate, has been researching the JFK assassination for 13 years and is convinced his theory is correct. Basically, this is Cutler's theory. On a warm, sunny November day, just like this one in Dealey Plaza, a man held up an umbrella just as President Kennedy approached in his car. The man shot a dart into Kennedy's throat, the umbrella being the firing mechanism. Now, all this sounds a little far-fetched, but some researchers believe it, and they point to some hard evidence. First of all, the dart, or flechette. This dart was found in a Hartford gun show in 1977, and Cutler believes it is similar to the one allegedly fired at Kennedy. It is a matter of record that the CIA developed such a dart and a firing system for it. This man, Richard Bissell, an ex-CIA agent who lives in Farmington, confirms the weapon's existence. This is Bissell's home in Farmington. He refuses to talk to us on camera, saying he's too busy. But over the phone, he did tell me that the CIA did indeed have a dart or flechette weapon well before JFK was assassinated. So, in 1963, the umbrella firing dart did exist, and Cutler has made extensive drawings detailing how the dart could have been fired. But although the umbrella man was just 26 yards away from JFK, the question of firing a dart with accuracy must be raised. Hartford assassination researcher George Michael Ivica believes Cutler may be onto something and has investigated the umbrella weapon. Wouldn't it be hard to shoot a dart at a moving target from an umbrella?
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Tell me why.
Well, Charles Sensony, the man who developed it, who gave testimony in 1975 to the Church Intelligence Committee, said that it was both operational, he's the one who invented it, and that it was accurate up to 100 meters.
When the limousine came around the corner like this, the difference between here and where he actually fired is only 10 degrees. In other words, the target was coming directly at you. So it was really quite simple to track and then fire at the right time.
And so you're convinced that the umbrella man fired a flechette like this into President Kennedy's throat?
The reason I'm convinced is that this is exactly right. This 5mm diameter is just about right for the observed 3 to 7mm diameter of the actual throat wound, which is a small, round wound of entry. The doctors in Parkland said so.
At first, the doctors at Parkland Hospital in Dallas did believe JFK had been shot in the front of the neck. In the handwritten autopsy released through the Freedom of Information Act, Dr. Malcolm Perry, one of the doctors on the scene in Dallas, is quoted as noting the massive wound of the head and a second puncture wound of the low anterior neck in approximately the midline. When this handwritten autopsy report was typed for official distribution, the word puncture was inexplicably taken out and the word smaller put in its place. Soon after noting the puncture wound, Dr. Perry performed a tracheotomy on JFK, thereby obliterating the original neck wound. Today, the official government line is JFK was shot only from the rear and his throat wound was an exit wound. Critics want to know what happened to the dart that allegedly hit JFK in the throat. Cutler points to this document, a receipt signed by 2 FBI agents acknowledging the acceptance of a missile removed from JFK's body. This missile receipt has been a mystery for 16 years and a prime piece of conspiracy evidence. Francis X. O'Neill is one of the FBI agents who signed for the missile. He's now retired and lives in Guilford. For the first time on television, O'Neill speaks out about the missile controversy.
Yes, the missile was 2 pieces of fragmentations of a bullet which was taken from the head of President Kennedy at the autopsy in Bethesda Naval Hospital.
Why would it be labeled a missile if there were 2 fragments?
Oh, I think you'd have to ask the naval corpsman who typed it up at the particular time. There were just 2 fragments. I accepted the package, possibly because it was just one very small package. You might have thought that there was just 1 missile there.
All right, let me get this straight. There were 2 fragments in the packet that was handed to you, but you signed a receipt for a missile. Now, that's not very exact, and FBI men are usually very exact.
Oh, I think under the circumstances at the time, yes. The corpsman was let in just for this one specific thing, to type up the particular receipt. And I knew what I was getting. I was getting 2 particular fragmentations.
So you think the Warren Commission really had the whole thing under control?
Well, if you mean under control, did they do an exhaustive investigation? Yes.
Bill O'Reilly, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.